Yo, yo, yo. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Westbound, and today, you already know, I'm coming at y'all with another reaction video. Now, I know this video is probably going to be posted a little late, because Saturday is kind of like my off day, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to try to post every day for a year, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to still get this out today, you know what I mean? Or tonight. But anyway, don't mind this in the background. I know it's a mess, but it's cool, it's whatever. Oh my goodness, why is my camera lagging? That's tough. Alright, let's just get right into the reaction video. Alright, let's get right into it. Alright, today we are reacting to stupidest purchase by NBA players ever. Alright, you know what I'm saying? The link to the original video will be in the description. Let's get right into it.
With NBA players making hundreds of millions of dollars, they've made some pretty stupid purchases. With Danny Granger playing 12 seasons in the NBA, most notably with the Pacers, he made nearly $71 million over the course of his career, and he had to cash out on something that no one else in the NBA has. In 2008, Danny announced that when he had his first home built, he wanted to have Batman's Batcave built within it. Danny's just like many other people across the country that like Batman, but nobody but him had the idea of recreating something so intense from a movie. He told NBA.com that, I think when I built the house a couple years down the line, I was telling my fiance I wanted to have, once again with the superhero thing, you know how Batman drives into a hidden cave? I'm serious. I even met with a builder and asked if this would be possible, to have a secret entrance into my house that nobody knows about. Make it look like whatever, but have a secret.
Imagine, like, flexing on people like that. Be like, hey, bro, he driving, you know what I'm saying? He coming, he invite people over, you know what I'm saying? He got a bat cave? Like, that's lit. By the way, Batman, favorite superhero. But anyway, that's pretty nutty. That's big flex.
Way I can get into my house that I can drive my car in. It probably costs way too much money, but I really may think about doing that. Like, seriously, I'm dead serious. And later that year, he met with Yahoo Sports, where he revealed that the Batcave entrance would be installed in his Albuquerque, New Mexico home. In 2009, he spoke with a radio show which brought up his Batman idea, and he told them a year and a half until his
Albuquerque, New Mexico. What? You know what I'm saying? No diss to Albuquerque, okay? But why would you live in Albuquerque? Okay, you play for the Pacers. I don't know. Maybe he grew up there or something, but I don't know why you would live in Albuquerque. Just like, oh, I know where we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay in Albuquerque. You're gonna buy a house on Albuquerque. Maybe it's like in, out secluded somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Away from a lot of people. Maybe I don't know.
Complete and done. And since there was plenty of codes and laws that had to be followed by New Mexico state laws to get it in the first place, he also said, I wanted an underground tunnel entrance, but I had to take that out. I found out there's so many state codes and laws against that, so we had to take that one out. We still have an underground thing going on. I mean, I got cars and things that turn my cars. I even got like a moat thing going on, so it'll be interesting to see. And then finally in 2011, 3 years after having his initial vision, the Bat entrance was done, and Granger met up with Sports Illustrated and said, it's based on the Batcave from the first set of Batman movies starring Michael Keaton. It'll have a few aspects from the Christian Bale movies, like a drive-in path or a tunnel that lights up as you drive through it. It'll also have this kind of circular island where you park your car in this big circle and the circle spins so that you never have to back the car out. I'll also have something where the car gets lifted up on that circle, like an elevator, so it goes up a floor and actually sort of into my house. My Batmobile will actually go into the house. It'll be enclosed in clear glass near my gaming area. Deshaun Stevenson played nearly 17 seasons in the NBA for 6 different teams. He wasn't the most known player by any means, but his career earnings reached around $30 million, and he made it count, cashing out on something ridiculous. In 2012, when Deshaun was playing for the then New Jersey Nets, he decided to cash out on something that's unheard of for a normal household. Deshaun said that he and his friends would love to shoot dice at his house, and after the guys would ask him for loans so that they'd have more money to play with, and he eventually got sick of it. Deshaun went out and he bought a full ATM machine that plugged in and ran like any other ATM machine, and he paid $3,500 for it. The ATM holds $20,000 in cash at all times, and Deshaun said he used to fill it about 6 times a year. Deshaun told TMZ that he got the idea from former skateboarder Rob Dyrdek, who had an ATM in his place as well. And Deshaun even called Rob a genius for having it as well, saying, I like to do things that aren't normal and it's cool to have. Stevenson also admitted that he kept the $4.50 charge you get for using the ATM, and he said he feels no guilt since everyone he was playing with were multi-millionaire basketball players. Stevenson even tweeted once saying, we play cards and hate leaving the house, so come on down to ATMD Steve. He also tweeted that said, pay that $4.50, as well as, for the record, I had to get that ATM because we used to roll dice nonstop and I was sick of loaning people money. With Ben Simmons emerging as one of the faces of young players in the league, his career earnings are only in the beginning stages, and he just signed 170.
Hold on. I'm gonna guess on this one, okay? He's from Australia, so he probably spent a lot of money on some exotic animals. That's what I'm gonna guess. That's my guess.
$1 million deal. But even though he's young, he's made multiple purchases that were pretty ridiculous. Being from Australia, Simmons has always been someone who takes pride in his upbringing and ties to his Australian roots, and his clothing, style, and even his jewelry, where Ben recently carried a crazy one-of-a-kind chain with a full diamond kangaroo pennant hanging from it. And we saw that when he posted a picture of it on his Instagram story captioned "Locked In." But he debuted this during the 2018 playoffs, where the NBA even tweeted a video of his pregame walkthrough, as well as seeing him rock the chain during a press conference afterwards, in which many people took notice, including the guys on TNT, who clowned Ben for repping a chain like this and even compared it to wearing one of their own hometowns. But nevertheless, Simmons is constantly showing love towards Australia. People there continue to praise him and appreciate the love that he shows, especially rocking this kangaroo necklace. And that's when the city decided to pay their respects back by having a massive mural painted of him right in the center of his hometown. This huge mural is a painting of Simmons screaming in the Sixers uniform, as well as the massive boxing kangaroo chain around his neck. The NBA's Twitter account actually posted a picture of Ben standing in front of the mural with him rocking the chain, and in the picture you can see just how big it is, with 6'10" Ben Simmons standing right next to it. Now when Ben Simmons was drafted, he was already one of the most popular players coming in during that 2016 draft, and to no surprise, he immediately signed a rookie deal worth $18 million, as well as signing with the Nike brand on top of that. But with him being so young, he of course made some purchases that he would regret. You've seen Ben flex on Instagram as one-of-a-kind Ferraris, Rolls Royces, and more, as well as him even securing that one-of-a-kind kangaroo chain, but the purchase he regrets the most are some wild animals that he bought during his rookie season. Not long after signing his first contract, Ben bought some pretty unusual pets, 2 Savannah cats, which are ancestors to wild animals like jaguars and panthers, each costing him $5,000. And on a recent episode of Kneading Dough, Simmons admitted that it was a bad purchase. He talked about the 2 cats as his biggest money regret so far since joining the league, but he learned from this experience. Ben's brother Liam even talked about this, saying, "We start with 1, it's all good and everything, it's cool. Then Ben, being the 20-year-old that he is, says he needs a friend. We gotta give it a friend. So he goes and gets a male one this time, and the cat's crazy. It's hiding from us. Every time we go near it, it's scratched."
I wonder how many he said they bought 2, right? 5,000 a piece, right? That's 10K. They say it's one of his stupidest purchases, but if we think about it, right? 10K, you know what I'm saying? It's way more crazier than Danny Granger's. Danny Granger's is way more crazier than this. Like, imagine like a whole bat cave. But this was only like 10K on some wild cats, like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't go near this cat. You give the cat a bowl of fruit and it's clawing at your hand when you put the fruit down. It's like a wild animal. We had them for about 4 or 5 months, and I told Ben we can't have these cats anymore. This is crazy. And eventually, after 4 or 5 months, it was time to give the cats a new home, and Ben admitted they got crazy. One made the other one crazier. That messed up the flow when I got the second one. I got scratched a couple times, but nothing crazy. My brother had more problems than me. With Dwight Howard dominating the NBA for years on top and now joining LeBron in LA, his contracts over the years have paid well, and that's exactly why he's cashed out on something pretty crazy. In October 2017, Dwight Howard was featured on the Animal Planet show Tanked, where the guys built what Howard called a mini condo or mansion for the 14 snakes that he had as pets. Howard has always been a huge fan of these reptiles, and he's even had 20 in his home at one point. At the time,
snakes, dude.
he wanted a huge place for his snakes to live comfortably in the 2 corners of his own massive mansion, and his main strive for the snakes would make the rooms incorporate a lot of trees and water to make them feel as if they were at home. One of the sides for the larger snakes measured 12 feet wide and 9 feet tall, taller than Dwight himself. But as soon as Dwight rounded the corner for the revealing of it, he didn't hold back his emotion whatsoever, pretty much freaking out like a little kid on Christmas, and he just said this is perfect. On the show, they talked about how this was the second tank they'd done for him, so they had to take it to new levels. In the middle was a fresh water tank for over 50 fish, which happened to be 150 gallons. But around it was what they called the mansion, 2 large snake cages surrounded it with Dwight Howard's DH logo on both sides that were made with holes for the ventilation for the snakes. The tank also included water at the bottom for when they wanted to take a swim, custom lighting, of course double locks on top just in case, and of course the team also wanted to make this a replica of the wild, so they included trees throughout, and beforehand they actually tested the trees to make sure they could hold such large snakes. The surprises didn't end there. On the other side of the room, they created condos for the smaller snakes with heating, LED lighting, ventilation, and everything else the snakes would need. But all in all, the homes for the snakes were estimated to cost $50,000 to $60,000. At the end, he said both him and the snakes were thankful for the upgrade. With Chris Singleton not being too familiar to many NBA fans, regardless, he had to be on this list for a ridiculous way that he spent his NBA money. He once spent $10,000 gambling, which doesn't seem too ridiculous until you figure out that it wasn't at a casino. It was at the gas station. Chris Singleton played for the Wizards between 2010 and
That's just
2013.
dumb.
During those years, he became an internet sensation when he vowed to spend $10,000 on lottery tickets in order to be halfway to becoming a billionaire. In 2012, he tweeted, "I'm about to drop $10,000 on lottery tickets across my fingers."
Stupid.
And he later admitted that he did indeed buy $10,000 worth of tickets in order to win the $640 million jackpot. But he also said that he had to go to different locations around the city because most places weren't able to print that many tickets at once. Singleton tried to justify his splurge by saying it was either going to be on the lottery or at the clubs. And he also tweeted saying, "It's an investment, guys." He also tweeted shortly after saying, "Well, if I get more than $10,000 back, it was a smart investment. Whatever happens, I'm dedicated to making more money. If I get richer, I'll change the world for the better. #promise." Unfortunately, man, Singleton didn't win any of the record-breaking top prize, but he said later that he at least won some money. He just wasn't sure how much because he hadn't gone through all of his tickets yet.
Dumb.
But Marquise Daniels playing for a few teams over the course of his career, he made social media headlines.
Now we're starting to get the people that didn't play in the NBA that long, okay? Or that we don't even know like that, okay? Right? If you know that you're not sweaty, that you're not goated like you know, some of these really big, you know what I'm saying, superstar players, please don't spend your money like this. Come on, man. You can't afford, okay, to be doing dumb stuff like that. I mean, you can afford it at the time, but later on, bro, you're gonna be sitting here broke. Like, come on, man.
After buying a chain and a pendant that was a replica of his face. In 2010, when Daniels was still playing for the Celtics, he went out and got a chain customized to match exactly what he looked like at the time, and the headpiece contains nearly 3 pounds of 14-karat gold, white and gold cognac diamonds, and lifelike porcelain eyes. In the 2010 season that he was in, he was only under contract to make around $2 million, so it's pretty irresponsible that he spent nearly $100,000 on a necklace like this. With Carmelo Anthony being one of the highest paid NBA players of all time, sitting around $240 million over the...
It's cool. See, Carmelo Anthony, he can have some dumb purchases. Okay, he's freaking Carmelo Anthony, all right? You know what I'm saying?
course of his career
he
in
can
the
have some dumb
NBA,
purchases.
there's no surprise that he made purchases like rare people before him. In May 2011, when Carmelo was still rocking with the Knicks, he went out and he bought a pet that nobody else has. Melo went out and bought a full-size camel as a pet. And even though we don't know how much it cost or where he even sleeps at night, it's still super crazy. Melo even tweeted after buying the camel saying, "Everybody got dogs and cats as pets. I got a camel." And although almost all social media thought he was trolling, he then posted a picture of it, and once people started to realize he was being serious, everyone started telling him to name it Camelo. And guys, I need you to do me a big favor. Please, click on this video on the screen so that I can...
Alright. So that looks like that was the end of that one. Alright, big shout out to, I think this is NBA Zone again. We just watched it my last video was from NBA Zone too, I think. But yeah, big shout out to NBA Zone. I will have the link to the original video in the description. All right, everybody, have a nice day. You know what I'm saying? In this whole quarantine crazy world. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. And like the Mamba said, I'm out.